All right, National FTA Fur Takers of America Awards. These are typically given out at the convention at our national awards or at the national banquet. So obviously we're much later than that would typically take place. That takes place in June. So because of COVID and all the things that have gone on, and we extended the time frame, and then just some logistics of things, we're just now making these awards to the recipients. So I want to thank the committee members. I'm the chair of the awards committee. My name's Charlie Mashak. But the committee members are Charles Davis, Ron Peters, Gary Jepson, and Louis Kremweedy. And without those guys, that the five of us put our heads together, work off of the nominations, and come up with the people that are going to receive the awards. I want to say that we appreciate the nominations, and we unfortunately we can't give an award to everyone that's nominated. So bear that in mind and remember that for next year. So when the award nominations are asked for, if your person that you nominated didn't receive an award, be sure to nominate them again. So we appreciate all the awards, but we definitely want to get to those in the future if we can. So there's a lot of deserving fur takers that need to be recognized. And unfortunately, we're limited by the number of awards we can give out. So keep that in mind. My daughter Andrea is going to help with this, and so we'll just get started. The first one is Affiliate of the Year, and this organization has done over and above what most do as far as affiliates. They had through their membership drive, they were giving out free Fur Taker and National Trapper Association memberships. And this was hugely beneficial to Fur Takers of America. So when you joined their state association, you actually became a member of those two national organizations, which was, like I said, a huge benefit to Fur Takers. So we want to recognize the Michigan Trappers and Predator Callers Association as Affiliate of the Year, and I think they've given all the other affiliate chapters something to strive for. I mean, they're very impressive what they did, and just a good creative membership drive. So certainly appreciate the Michigan Trappers and Predator Callers Association. So congratulations to them. The next award is actually the President's Award. And I asked Dave, I said, hey Dave, do you want to figure out how to do this video and we'll have you do it? And he said, no, just go ahead and do it. So I'm certainly not the president of Fur Takers of America. That's Dave Hastings. But he wanted to recognize this association for stepping up under very unprecedented circumstances. Basically, we all know that the Fur Taker National Convention was canceled back in June because of COVID. So at that time, we thought, well, maybe it would work out to have one later in the year, possibly. So the Wisconsin Trappers Association receives the President's Award because they actually said, all right, we will co-host our state convention as a Fur Taker National Convention. And that would have been in September. And unfortunately, because of circumstances that have continued, that one was canceled as well. But they stepped up, like I said, in a very unprecedented time, and the association certainly appreciates that, and Dave felt that they needed special recognition for that, and rightly so. So congratulations to the Wisconsin Trappers Association. All right, Distinguished Service. So this individual pretty much goes without being said, I think. He is the head of the Fur Takers of America Trappers College. I think we will all fully agree that that is one of our flagship, one of our greatest things that Fur Takers of America does. It impacts the association greatly and very positively. Todd Lang, for Distinguished Service, goes above and beyond what's called upon him. He's also a board member of the Fur Takers of America, and basically is involved in the Trappers College 24/7, 365. So that, even though it's only 8, 9 days, 7, 8 days, he works on that year round, and it's a monumental task that he pulls this off. So congratulations to Todd, another person that certainly deserves the award. Fur Taker of the Year, this individual is consistently stepping up and doing things for fur takers over and above his title of general organizer. He's wearing a lot of hats. He's taken on the merchandise committee chair. He's been involved with other aspects of fur takers. He even was filling in as secretary prior to the secretary position being filled, taking minutes during board meetings, that kind of thing. So we want to certainly recognize Dave Eccles of Pennsylvania for stepping up and just going over and above even just his own, what he actually does, which is a lot already. So big thank you to Dave, and congratulations to Dave on receiving this position or award. All right, this next one, I have got to look at my notes because it was pretty extensive. So, American Heritage. This individual has been a huge supporter of trapping. He's probably a member of virtually every trapping pro hunting group out there. Been a huge supporter of fur takers through, he's a life member. Been a huge supporter of fur takers monetarily as well. He worked for the Pennsylvania Game Commission. Was instrumental in the Pennsylvania coloring book program. Basically, it's a coloring book of fur-bearing animals that they hand out in all the rest parks, welcome centers in the state of Pennsylvania. Last year alone, they think they handed out 40,000 of these. So very impressive. He heads that up. He was helps train new recruits within the Pennsylvania Game Commission in Pennsylvania, obviously, and been a big advocate of trapper education. The state of Pennsylvania requires you to take a class before you can use a cable restraint. He's been very instrumental in that and in teaching the classes and moving that forward. So Fur Takers of America wants to recognize Barry Warner with the American Heritage Award, and we certainly appreciate all that he does. To be honest with you, I wasn't familiar with him, and after going through this, and very impressed with what Barry's done, and I sure appreciate all his efforts to support trapping and to promote trapping. So congratulations to Barry. All right, Hall of Fame. Everybody looks forward to Hall of Fame. So that's the that's the two standouts. The one that recognizes people for basically a lifelong commitment to Fur Takers of America and all the past things that they've done. So the first one has been involved in the FTA for many, many years. Active in Illinois Chapter 17I. Served as their president part of that time. And just been a big supporter of fur takers through the Illinois Association. He's been serving on the board of Fur Takers of America. He helps proofread the magazine, The Fur Taker. He was instrumental in the creation of the Animal Card Project, which they hand out to kids. He did a video on how to release dogs from body traps and other traps, instructional video. So, and recently he has become instructor, one of the instructors at the Fur Takers College. So, Fur Takers of America would like to induct Dan Schweitzel into the Hall of Fame. Certainly appreciate all the efforts that, all the things that Dan has done and all the efforts over the years. So congratulations to Dan for Hall of Fame. And lastly, but not least, the second Hall of Fame. This one really doesn't need much introduction and much description of what he's done, but he has been around as long as I can remember too, from late 70s, early 80s. He was an instructor at the Trappers College for 10 years. Through his videos, he's probably instructed and taught more trappers how to trap than anyone else in the country. Very, very impressive what he has accomplished there, and still ongoing to this day. He became a very well-known hunter on ESPN through his all through bow hunting and he's continued to support trapping, talk about trapping, and promote trapping to this day. He's been at both the Fur Taker and National Trappers Association conventions. So Fur Takers of America would like to induct Tom Miranda into the Hall of Fame, and well deserved here again. So certainly congratulations to Tom. Appreciate all the ongoing efforts in the promotion and the support of trappers. So that pretty much wraps this up. Like I said, we want to congratulate all the recipients. They're the backbone of this association and what keeps things going. As I mentioned earlier, make sure you get those nominations in next spring when we call for nominations. And certainly, if the person that you had chosen for this year didn't win an award, make sure you nominate them again. So, like I said, I want to congratulate everybody, and hopefully we'll see you next year in June in Indiana for the Fur Taker National. We'll be back to normal and do this at the banquet.